I'd like to call our meeting, our council meeting, October the 9th, 2018, to order. I'd like to start with our invocation, a moment of prayer. Father God, we come before you asking for your guidance and your wisdom as we meet here this evening. I ask that you lead and guide and direct every decision that we make. Give us a clear mind to help us to rightly divide our emotions, and that we work together to do what's best for our community. God, we ask that you be with our firemen, our emergency response teams, our police officers, and our servicemen and women, both here and overseas. We ask in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance. Mr. Queen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, you should all have a copy of the agenda for October 9th before you. Are there any changes, amendments to the agenda?
Yeah, I want to move the executive session up to 6C. I make a motion to do that.
Can I get a second? All in favor? Unanimous. Okay. Now can I get a motion to approve the agenda for October the 9th with the executive session moved to 6C?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor? Unanimous? Thank you. Our approval minutes for September the 19th, 2018 are before you as well. Please take and review it. And then I'd like to get a motion to approve the agenda, or the approval. I'd like an approval for the minutes for September the 19th.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Unanimous. Okay. Brings us to our department reports. Officer Simmons is back with us this week.
Good evening, everybody. Well, September was a pretty good month. We only had 8 calls for service. Got the breakdown here. As far as significant events, we had a domestic standby on Church Street. One party asked to retrieve some items from the home, and we were just there to keep the peace and no problems. And then we have one entering auto at 158 Rivers Mountain Road. A purse was stolen. The victim realized she left her passenger door unlocked. We didn't have any suspects or anything in that one. So, other than that, like I said, it was a nice, quiet month of September. I would like to bring up, I emailed Mayor Green. Leadership Cherokee is got a food drive going. They're trying to get food donations for 3 local food pantries, and we have a donation box at the precinct. So if any of the residents in Nelson will want to be able to donate, if you just call down to the precinct, I'll come and pick it up so you don't actually have to drive down to Freehold. So it's something, if as a city you want to put something together, that's great. And,
We can add it to our webpage.
and then, like I said, if you just let me know, I'll come pick it up.
And what's the dates for that?
It's the entire month. They're doing it for a whole month. So, any questions? Thanks so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. A few updates. Sanitation billing went out on October the 9th. Pickens County tax bills will go out mid-October. Monthly revenue reports will be late due to assist being down. I finally got it back up today. So anybody who would like a copy of that can pick it up later this week or the first of next week here. All right. Can I get a motion to move into our executive session?
I make a motion to go to executive session.
We go
Second.
All in favor? Okay. I get a motion to close executive session?
Make a motion to close executive session.
I'll second.
All in favor? Unanimous, thank you. Brings us to unfinished business. Spring Street demolition. I'd like to discuss and vote on the bid package. The bid will run in the paper starting next week. A little bit of information for you guys is and I think most of you know we've talked about it before, but we do not have a, we had no asbestos findings, so that helped with our, you know, our process. So Barry Holbert has gone through this and okayed it as well. One of the things that will happen here that didn't happen probably at your other property, I wasn't around then, but they'll have to remove the septic. So
I get 5 gallons really make hard to get out of here.
volunteer you to come do
Do what?
it. And volunteer you to come do it.
Well, we got a backhoe, if people sitting down there in direct traffic, I'll dig it out.
Anybody have any questions regarding the bid package?
No.
Will the bid package be available here at the city too?
Yeah, I can get you a copy if you'd like. I can email you a copy if you'd like. And it'll, of course, it'll, you know, we'll run it in the paper as well.
Bless you.
But I was waiting to get them in and approved. So,
I'm hoping to approve, I'm hoping to get it run in the paper and have it ready for our next meeting in November.
I'll make a motion, we accept.
Can I get a second?
I'll see.
All in favor? Unanimous, thank you. Okay. Leads us to the next, which is the tree removal. You'll see the bids, the tree removal bids behind the bid package. A little bit of information on the tree bid removal, the bids for tree removal. Prime Green, I met with Prime Green. They have, they're a young company, and let's see. We give a bid of $8,500 with 5 days to do the work. SCS, they give a bid of $12,000. They need a place to dump their chipping. I think that they said it was about 10 loads of it. It's not the kind of chips you would want for the trail for walking. And then you have Kilmurray. Kilmurray's bid is at $10,000 with a 2-day turnaround, and they had all the equipment and very knowledgeable with regards to EPA regulations and national regulations. All three did bring up the issue, there's a power line that runs through the trees, and I need to get with the power company in order to see if they'll come top those trees for us. All three did say that we would need to have the house demoed prior to them coming in because of the type of equipment that would be needed.
I make a motion, we go with Kilmer.
I'll second.
All in favor? Unanimous, thank you. This is not something we need to vote on, but I wanted to make sure that the council's aware of it. We do have the power pole that is on that property. We need to move it. Got with Amicola Electric, and there is a $500 charge for that. And I'm going to get the easement paperwork back out to them this week. So, any questions about that?
We got one power pole in there that don't even have nothing on it.
Let's take a look at it on Thursday.
Okay. I'll try to see Ray Roberts Thursday morning with Amicola. Get him to come out and meet us.
Miranda's just FYI, Miranda's working with the, to finalize our schedule, our bid schedule. So I should have that for you guys here shortly as well. I'll have it for you prior to our next meeting so you can review it. We'll open the bids here and then you'll vote on and set dates and stuff. That's what she's working on right now with me. Okay, an update on 204 North Street. James and I did a visual of this property this week and to determine if further action is needed, and there is. So we'll go ahead and get a letter in the mail to those residents this week. We also had another complaint for 119 Baker Street that James and I also went into the visual of the property and found violations that we will be sending a letter on this week as well. Next on the list is to discuss and vote on Splost for public safety dollars, moving it to the Parks and Rec. Let's see. So, a little bit of background. Per the Georgia Municipal Association publication Splost Building for the Future, page 14. In 2011, the Splost law was amended to allow for any county or city to abandon the Splost project previously approved by the voters because it has become impractical, unfeasible, unrealistic, or no longer in the best interest of the city. The city must pass a resolution determining that the Splost project has become infeasible, authorizing the city to abandon the project. Subsequently, the unspent Splost funds can be reallocated to any other referendum approved by Splost categories. In this case, Nelson has $107,257 of unspent Splost dollars previously earmarked for public safety, our police department, and I believe it's for cars, which is no longer serviceable because Nelson no longer has a police operation. It is recommended then to transfer these Splost public safety funds to the previous voter-approved Parks and Recreation Splost category. And the reason that I suggest the Parks and rec category is because in our Splost 5, we built up everything else, our buildings, our roads, maintenance and things of that nature, and we did not put a lot in our parks and recs. I want to say it's $57,000 is all that was there earmarked in Splost 5. So we need some improvements done to one of our parks here. We'd like to, we've got capital improvement projects, which you should have a rough draft of next week, but for some areas that we have concerns there as well. So I did speak with Ms. Love, who is the representative at the GMA, to make sure that this could be done. And I also talked with Jerry Cooper at the county to make sure that this was feasible. And he said it is, that since the police department is dissolved, the money just, you don't just leave the money there. And since we have 2 other open items, it can be moved into it. We don't need money in roads and streets right now. We have an abundance there. So.
Now, is this money, this 107, is it restricted to Cherokee or Pickens or both? Is it
It's Cherokee's Splost, but
just Cherokee?
when I talked with Jerry Cooper, Jerry is, he's open to anything that letting us use for parks and recs that's going to benefit the city as a whole. He recognizes that the city sits between both counties. You don't have to approve it, of course, or anything like that, but
Yeah.
we still have park areas that we can use some of these funds in. So can I get a motion to move $107,257 of Splost funds earmarked for public safety as impractical and unserviceable, and these funds transferred to the referendum approved Parks and Rec Splost category?
Make a motion. Move.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Unanimous, thank you. Okay, new business. Discuss and vote to open a Splost 5 account with Regions Bank. We got our first check-in this month, and we do not have an open account yet, so I need a motion to open a Splost 5 separate account for with Regions Bank.
Make a motion to open an account.
I'll second.
All in favor? Thank you. Unanimous. And then a reminder, let's see, dumpster days are November the 9th through the 19th. We've already voted on that. Flyers are out front for anybody who needs it. So help keep our city clean. We've had a lot of success with that this last year. And we're hoping that November will be just as fruitful. The next on our items is SDS service agreement, discuss and vote on the service agreement. This is an agreement with Cherokee County. There's 3 here that needs to be updated, 1, 3, and 5, so if you guys could take a look at that.
We just have to update this on account of the mayor change.
Yes. It's required for all of the municipalities within Cherokee County, Ball Ground County, Cherokee, Holly Springs, Mountain Park, Nelson, Molesky, Woodstock.
I make a motion, we go ahead and update.
Let's do it one at a time. So a motion for approving this Cherokee County Service Delivery Form, SDS. Service delivery strategy. Can I get a motion to approve the strategy, the service delivery strategy?
I'll make the motion.
Need a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Unanimous, okay. I'm looking at it here. Who did the first here? Did you do the first? Okay, Chad. Okay. Jane seconded it. Okay. Can I get a motion to approve the service delivery strategy, summary of land use agreements?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor? Unanimous, thank you. And can I get a motion to approve this certifications for extension of existing SDS?
I'll make a motion.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor? Unanimous. Thank you. Alrighty, and that takes us down to public appearance. Does anybody have anything for the council this evening?
Anybody want to complain about anything?
We don't have time for that.
Okay, I'll take that as a no, and I will, if you'd like to have a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second. All in favor? Meeting adjourned. Thank you, guys.